Hello my friends, in this video, we will show you the idea of a complete natural medical pharmacy, which any of us can grow by himself in his home garden. If you like the idea, let us go to the details inside the video, on your healthcare channel. We created a kit for a medicinal garden to give others the ability to take control of their own health. I believe that it would be beneficial for everyone to cultivate a medicinal garden within their property. By doing so, you can obtain the necessary remedies whenever you need them without having to depend on pharmacies. This backyard pharmacy could prove to be a vital resource during emergencies, especially when drugstores are closed or accessible. Imagine walking out into your garden and being greeted by a vibrant array of medicinal plants. As you take a deep breath, the fresh scent of lavender and chamomile fills the air, immersing you in a relaxing and therapeutic experience. Your backyard has transformed into a natural oasis, a haven for your senses. It is possible to choose any of these medicinal plants and utilize it to make the required remedy. I have collected the seeds of 10 different herbs, all of which are included in the medicinal garden kit. I took special care to select the best quality seeds to ensure a premium yield for the users. When you receive your seeds kit, you will also get a complimentary copy of a guide to herbal medicine. The guide will teach you how to transform these 10 plants into various forms of medicine, such as tinctures, ointments, and essential oils. The guide explains everything in great detail, so even if you have no experience in herbal medicine, you can use it as a beginner's guide. A list of 10 medicinal plants that can be grown in your backyard. Number 1. Chicory. Growing chicory in your backyard can be helpful in alleviating pain. Native Americans valued chicory as the most important wild plant. They gathered chicory and utilized it to create a natural extract that could relieve an array of physical discomforts, including painful and stiff joints. You too can make use of this natural painkiller found in chicory root, chicoryc acid, Ca, which is a plant compound that possesses anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties, without the risk of addiction. Having even a small patch of chicory plant in your backyard can provide relief if pharmacies run short of supply. Number 2. Yarrow. Yarrow, a plant that commonly grows in backyards, has useful wound healing properties. Having a reliable and speedy way to stop bleeding and prevent infection for wounds is always desirable. One such solution is yarrow that proved to be a lifesaver for me. During day 42 of alone, while cleaning a fish, I accidentally cut my hand, and the wound was quite severe. Since I had no antibiotics, the wound would have likely gotten infected, but yarrow came to the rescue. Luckily, I found yarrow and wrapped it around the wound. The bleeding stopped within minutes, and my wound healed so well that only a scar remained. Ever since then, I've always carried a bag of dried yarrow with me, just in case. When applied to the skin, yarrow tincture works naturally and effectively to repel mosquitoes and other insects. Number 3. California poppy. California poppies. Better than sleeping pills, California poppy supports a deep, restful sleep like the one we enjoyed as children when it was easy to fall asleep and get at least 8 hours of sleep each night. Why risk addiction to prescription sleeping pills when you can make your own sleep tea with this plant? I usually drink it before bed and then fall asleep shortly after while reading or watching TV. You couldn't wake me up that easily. My kids have tried it several times. Now, if your insomnia is more severe or you suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, simply turn California poppies into a more concentrated sleep tincture. You should do this. Number 4. Marshmallow. Marshmallow, the most powerful plant for a healthy digestive system. When marshmallow is mentioned, many individuals envision the soft, white confection typically toasted while camping. Historically, these were crafted using the marshmallow plant's root, which is a powerful medicinal herb that one might consider cultivating in their own garden. Its antibacterial qualities can be found in the leaves and roots, but most notably, it contains a gel-like substance known as mucus. As marshmallow mucus travels through your digestive tract, it coats your stomach, intestines, and colon with an extra layer of protection, relieving any inflammation it encounters along the way. Therefore, This tea also helps people with stomach ulcers and digestive disorders, such as heartburn, indigestion, constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, or Crohn's disease. Number 5. Chamomile. Chamomile, the natural antibiotic. My grandmother grew chamomile in her garden. I picked the flowers in early fall, dried them on old newspapers, and stored them in mason jars. She considered this plant a real medicinal plant. If I had conjunctivitis, I would put a warm compress soaked in chamomile tea on my irritated eyes. When my stomach hurt, he let me drink the tea and soon I would feel better. It has a very calming effect and helps to relax the digestive muscles. You can also use this plant to make your own chamomile oil, which is probably still one of the best natural skin remedies out there. Researchers believe this is because chamomile oil can penetrate even the deepest layers of the skin, where real healing takes place. Number 6. Evening Primrose. Evening Primrose, a natural remedy for skin and nerves. This plant is called evening primrose because its flowers open at sunset. Each flower only lasts one night. Our ancestors used it to make poultices for bruises, wounds, and rashes. It turned out they were right. This plant contains two substances that our skin needs but cannot produce itself, gamma-linolenic acid and linolenic acid. They are also very important for nerve cell membranes, which is probably why more and more people with unresolved nerve pain are turning to this plant. Evening primrose can also help balance hormone levels. If you ever feel like you're constantly tired, gaining weight inexplicably, or just can't take the hot or cold temperatures like you used to, then you may have a hormonal imbalance. Number 7. Lavender. Lavender, the perennial anti-inflammatory herb. You probably know how this aromatic plant can keep moths from eating your winter wardrobe. But when used for medicinal purposes, it can offer a lot more. A recent double-blind study concluded that lavender oil reduced anxiety to the same extent as taking a daily dose of 0.5 milligrams of lorazepam, a popular anti-anxiety drug. A lavender tincture, along with a regular antidepressant, can help you recover from mild to moderate depression much faster and reduce your risk of relapse. And if you simply rub a few drops of lavender oil into your scalp every day, it will improve circulation, strengthen hair follicles, and even help with hair loss. For this reason and because of its divine smell, I like to mix it in my shampoo. Number 8. Echinacea. Echinacea, the most powerful immunity plant you should grow. When it comes to our health, the immune system is king. A powerful drug could save you even if you are very ill and don't have any medicine to hand. A compromised immune system may not make it, even with the best medication and doctors on your side. There is no better plant to boost your immune system than Echinacea, but don't make the mistake of thinking that health food supplements bought at the health food store are even comparable to the natural medicines you can make from organic plants you've grown yourself. This is true of all plants, but especially Echinacea, which has fallen victim to its own popularity. It is one of the most counterfeited natural supplements out there. So why risk a bad batch that does little better than a placebo? It is better to grow your own patch. Number 9. Calendula. Calendula, the herb you need to keep close during dark times. Before I came across the marigold in my natural practice, I had heard about it from my grandfather. He was constantly working around the house and playing with his projects, and one day he accidentally cut his leg to the bone. Despite his stubbornness, he refused to see a doctor. I tied it with a thick cloth and added only my grandmother's marigold extract each time I bandaged the wound. Believe it or not, it healed within weeks. Later I discovered other uses for this powerful gardening helper. I make a calendula ointment to speed healing and minimize scarring on wounds, scrapes, cuts, sores, burns and scalds, and to treat any type of rash or insect bite. As a tea, marigold does something truly unique and important. It moves lymph fluid and cleanses your lymph system of the dirty remnants of old infections and metabolic waste that we all accumulate over time. This is absolutely critical to the continued good health of, and something that no modern drug, to my knowledge, accomplishes. Number 10. Feverfew. Feverfew, nature's aspirin for fevers and migraines. With Feverfew in your garden, you always have a way to fight a cold, bring down a fever, or fight migraines. This plant has a strong anti-inflammatory effect and is already used to treat swollen and painful joints. Parthenolide appears to be the botanical responsible for its healing power. The highest parthenolide concentration is found in the flower heads and leaves. Therefore, the easiest way to use this plant is to chew it raw to release the parthenolide flowing within it, but it's not the most effective. In this issue, I show you exactly how to make migraine tincture from Feverfew in your garden. A few drops in coffee or tea should suffice for some headaches. You'll also see how Feverfew flower extract can be a powerful pain reliever for joint and neuropathic pain. For more details, click on the link in the description box. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button to receive all that is new.